Previously on Rolling Line. Okay, so I did forget to add a little something. I have to have a whole bunch of steam servicing facilities. I think that's got some potential. Like, I feel like I could put a truck here and it could unload. Smoke will go through the top, and there's nothing I can do about that one. I think that looks pretty good. Let's go to do some grass. So we come into this area, add a little bit of some of the same details. Oh yeah, look at these. Look at these suckers. I had to figure out some of the scenery on this part just so I know what to include here, but we'll cover that in a separate video. In this video, we're going to work on this, like, horseshoe scenic area part of the layout. Oh dear. First thing I should probably do is figure out what kind of bridges I want to use and where the rocks and other components are gonna go. I can use the default kind of vanilla bridges, but I'm not sure I'm feeling that 100%. And I'm also fairly certain I want to lower this quite a bit more. I'm pretty sure I want to do at least one trestle bridge, which will probably be this one in the front. And maybe if I'm doing a trestle bridge, trestle bridge. If I do that, maybe I do want to use the vanilla ones. There is a trestle mod that I downloaded. So if I do want to have a water feature, why does it look crooked? If I want to have a water feature, maybe that would be the way to go. I think the back bridge is going to be different. I want to use a different type of bridge for it. But maybe I use this mod for this? It's a cool mod. How tall did these go, actually? Crazy tall. I think I want to do this. Let's get some colors. This will do, so we'll do like a bright blue. I just want to see where these are. Okay, so that's the wood on the top. That's the railings, like the bars of the railings. We'll do yellow. The posts, and I guess the last section's going to be, let's just do a green. This will be the bottom part, won't it? Okay. I think I want to change the bottom color of this. I don't hate this color, but I kind of want to see if I can come up with something a little bit different. Delete that. Go to track. I want to put a little short, dinky piece of track here. I want to extend it. Maybe less than that, actually. I think I'm being a bit crazy, but who cares? So let's go to straight. Give me like a 2. Yeah, that's all I want. I would want that. Gap fill. Okay. Okay, so that will be this section of bridge. We'll use the mod. I think this is going to look... Yeah, this is going to look so cool. The back section, I want to try to use a different type of bridge. All right, I got a few more mods I wanted to try out. So we're going to go back in. See if I can find these. I'm looking at this guy, who I think would be the perfect choice for this back section. It's actually pretty straight, pretty much the perfect length, and looks super, super cool. I also went in and got these bridge supports. I thought this could be a cool way to support the end of the bridge as it's going to hit the walls. So I did a different technique down there, and I thought maybe doing something up here a little bit different could be cool. I think we want to do none. I'm trying to think if we need to put any kind of track thing in here. It has sleepers, but you can't see them. I'm gonna put them on none, just in case. It's just rails. We're gonna do an inner rail. That makes sense. There's a bridge deal like this. I think that just takes away from the mod, honestly. So let's... I can change this. Maybe there's an option that will look good. I don't mind this, actually. It's like a bit of a walkway, but I think I changed the color. So it'd probably be more of like a concrete type color, probably. Let's just try this. Okay. I think that's kind of fun, actually. I think I want to stick with this. So we're going to... I actually don't mind that gray color either. I think I'm going to change the color of this bridge component. So that is the two bridges. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not a huge fan of the black. I'll probably change that to be a more slightly rusty red. Go to custom colors. That looks pretty good. We'll change these colors to, I'm thinking maybe I'll do the same kind of concrete gray. So two bridges, both are in. I need to put the supports on it, but I want to do that once I figure out the rock situation. For the rocks, I'm thinking of doing more gray, white. Less red, more gray, white. Okay. Gotten a selection of rocks. I've got a couple embankments for the track if I need to use it. And I think we're ready to go. We're going to start with the actual cliff kind of rock scene down here. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is have a river come through the scene. First thing I want to try is these corner pieces, which are designed to fit seamlessly against the benchwork and have it all blend in. And it doesn't have to be... Oh boy. The other area these corner pieces are probably going to be really good for is spots in the back. I can shrink it too, but this way it won't bleed through. Okay, so I've had a bit of a think about this area, and I put down a couple of these rocks just to see how they'll fit in the corners, and I think they look absolutely brilliant. I love this. All right, after much deliberation with myself, I decided to scrap the idea of making this a mountain scene, and instead I want this to be a more of a lush valley scene, like a proper agriculture scene with some farms interspersed with the railroad going through it, maybe adding a couple roads. But I really want to focus on having a fields and very kind of Midwestern US type feel, I guess. To do this, we're going to mess around with some new props that I haven't used before. We'll pull these guys out, and we're going to recolor them. Well, that's odd. I just noticed this. I haven't decided if I'm going to scenic this little bridge, or if it's going to kind of be the cutoff for where I start doing scenery. We're going to use the embankments. We're going to use the smooth variant of the embankments for this area. Oh, this is going to be a pain. Okay. Then we're going to get the angle just right. That looks pretty smooth. On this side, we're going to do the exact same deal. Next step is going to be creating the fields. I think I want it to be pretty flat throughout. There's a couple ways I can do flat. can use these pre-done hills, and I probably will end up using a few of these. The downside with these hills is that they're all bumpy. So if I want, like, nicely prepared fields of some kind, they probably won't give me the effect I want. Yeah, this is what I want. It's these guys. We'll angle it slightly. Pull that guy down. I can use these props here, because they're flat on the back. But I'm not sure they're going to quite give me the effect I want. I could shrink. I guess I could just lower them a bunch. Take another one. So I take this steeper one. I think that looks fine. Fortunately, there's only so many orientations of these that I get, so that makes them. It's gonna make this fun. Let's pull you down. I want to break up the monotony a little bit. There's only 3 props though. Let's just do this guy and shrink it. And then what I can do is take a prop like this. Rotate up. Let's angle you a bit. Come back here. Let's grab a piece of terrain. I want to take probably the little shorty round dude. So that we might have a bit of a tree line along the back with some fields interspersed. I think it'd be cool to try to put like some kind of farm scene, maybe like cattle, or I could just do a field and have a little dirt road that goes over it. I think I can have this coming through the back of the scene and do that back here easy enough. We're going to go on this side and do the exact same thing. So we're just going to duplicate. Probably just same deal. We'll take this guy, raise it a little bit so it's a lot more even. Looks pretty good. I want to take another one of these, I think, and we're going to rotate it. Rotate that. Oh dear. Skosh. Lower it. Probably shrink it. Raise it slightly. I'm gonna try to do the exact same thing again. Then on the back side, we'll take Flat Boys. Get that nice edge. I think that's pretty good. I do have to figure out what I'm going to do for the exit here. I think I'm going to try to do a wall of trees in front of it. Hi, Wade. What's wrong? Come on, over here. You want to say hi to the people on YouTube? No, are you just happy? I need to get a camera. I need to get a cam. Oh, you're gonna leave immediately? Oh, okay. Oh, fickle cat. Now I'm distracted. Where was I? Oh, yes, I'm doing scenery. If I'm gonna do a tree line here, I need to have some hills in front of it. Let's grab the long, skinny boy. This side might just be some wild grass with the sparse splotting of trees. I think what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to raise this a bit. Just so this isn't quite as steep. Maybe a little bit more. We'll probably paint this as well. Yeah, screw it. Let's just go ahead and get the water in. Want a good murky, greenish river bottom color. Yep, that looks like a Midwestern river if ever I've seen one. I've grown up in the Midwest, so I'm not just, I think I can say that and be okay. I need you. There's probably a better way to do this, but what I'm going to do is slide this in so it'll act as like an epoxy kind of deal, and then I'll just fill in the bits around it. Maybe we'll lower it a skosh. On the front, I kind of want this to be smooth out. Oh, it's paper thin. Okay, that makes this complicated. Oh, it sticks to the bottom. That's a shame. I think this is going to be... Maybe I need to do... Can I stick this? Okay, I can do that. We're going to... No! Shoot. I should... Okay, I see what I did wrong. Yeah, that's it. That's perfect. Okay, we're going to hit apply changes. Whoa, why won't you let me edit you? Oof. Okay, I'm gonna come back down here. Oh gosh, I gotta grab the right one. No, come on. Oh. It looks like it's slightly too low. I mean, I'm not... Oh, that's pretty close. I will take that. And what I'm hoping... Okay, it wouldn't let me, but that's okay. We can make do. It's pretty close. I mean, unless someone stops and looks. Why did it do that? Why'd you do that? No! You were the chosen one. Oh, wait. Ah, okay, never mind. We're good. Whew. That changes. Oh, this looks really... I like this. I like this a lot. I think what I might do with these, though, is put them on a... Oh, no. What'd I just do? I gotta move the wrong ones. So I cut... Oh, no. Come on. Oh, I can do this. We're good. You go here. You go here. Let's get you into position. What I'm going to do... So I'm going to need to flip these over. And the hitboxes are getting real funky. Come on. Oh. I need to pull it this way, I think. Yeah, nice. Probably a bit unrealistic with these metal bars, but I'm not really sure if I can fix that. It's been a few days since I've worked on this last. So we'll come back here to the lovely props. And we're going to start to piece in the rest of the berm area. Let's go grab the retaining walls I used at the start of the layout. We're going to use those right in this area, and we'll use it on this side too. I don't think this bridge needs it. I think these ones actually work quite nicely for that, but I think on this one I want to do more of a square deal. Just gotta line it all up nice. I guess I'll put it on the end of the bridge. I think that makes the most sense. I'll have the ties sit on top of it, just like that. A little scoochy into position. Thank you. Okay, and this guy's gonna go up, so we'll put a pillar here. Oh, pillar here. Thank you. Pull this guy over here a bit, and then on this side we'll probably pull the retaining wall this way. Put it here. We're gonna blow you up. I want it to feel a little bit different than the other bridges, but not too crazy. Let's sink that in the ground now. Is that going to be a good effect? I think lining these up is going to be really hard to do, because they have a tendency to want to clip out the bottom. I could shrink this. Well, that's not bad there. So let's raise you up. Let's see if we can get this guy to work. Well, no, because it's gonna give me this weird edge. Hmm. Maybe I could try one of these guys though. Oh, this is one. Oh, let's try this maybe. If I shrink you down, is this? I think this is just gonna look real bad, isn't it? I mean, as an edge, it's not bad, but it doesn't look good in the context of the rest of the layout. I want to try this. I haven't done this before, but I can take one of these shapes. I can take like a big rectangle. This is a square. I know how my shapes work. So if I take this, I could almost use it to like edge the layout. It was so patchworky though. I don't like that. If I sneak that in, it does cover up the blue, but you'd notice it. It's subtle though. Maybe I'll leave this for now. If I end up hating it, I'll come back and change it. Then I just need to fill in the gap here. I think I just want to take a simple shape here, and I think this might be the easiest way to fill in a bunch of this area. Let's shrink it. Ooh, 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 ooh. I could try that, and I can always change the ballast on this area too. I think I can take this guy, we shrink it, which maybe we make it bigger, and we do this. Find a flat edge, try to line it up with the track. And if I do wide ballast, maybe I go ahead and do that. It's a bit wide. And I know it's set to wide, I just want to see embankment. I don't mind the wide look though. So let's try doing embankment. Oh, I see. This is a problem. Okay. I can try to hide it over here maybe. That might not be impossible to do. That might be a good in-between balance. Looks good. So this is... yeah, this is a good shape. This looks nice. Pretty clean. Oh, no, wait. No! I spoke way too soon. That's what I get. That's, yeah, alright. Thanks, game. Alright, so that's the front side of this is pretty good. Now the back side over here is looking pretty rough. Oh, well, there's a little gap there. Alright, fine. Fine. I'm nowhere close to being done. I'd like it to feel like it flows a bit, has a bit of direction. So if I put it here, let's get it closer to the edge. We don't want to touch the edge so it doesn't glitch. We don't want to clip through the other end. Yeah, that looks good from this angle. It adds a bit of depth to the scene, so it's not just a straight, flat back waterfall. No, this is not a waterfall. This is river. Bigger. That is good enough for me. Okay, so we'll pull you up. Just want a good general overall shape. It's a bit of an intense hill. Maybe we'll lower it, pull you that way a bit. So what I want to do for this section is I want to put a road that's going to come into the scene. If I want to have a road, I'm going to need a flat edge against the backdrop. We're going to come back through and color this, but we'll just... we can put a hill here. We'll just keep the hills rolling. Let's finish this side of the river floating a bit. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you floating? No. I think I can recover that though. That's okay. Yeah, I'm mostly worried about this edge right here with the track. So as long as that looks good, I'll piece the rest of that in. The ties to sit on top of this, I think, as much as I can... If I line this perfectly... Whew. Yeah, that looks, no, is this... There we go, let's try that. Don't want to get lost. There we go. Ooh. Oh, that looks, ooh, I'm pretty happy with that. What happened to this piece of track? Hello? I think we fixed the track now. Ooh, look at the bridge. Circle dude. I think the circle dude might be good enough for most of this spot. Plop a hill down. You know, just a little amount of grass, and I think we're good. Actually, that looks kind of fun. I like the clipping of the greenery around it. It's actually kind of a fun little dude. I actually don't like that. Let's take this. I'm gonna shrink this. Yeah, that breaks the monotonous stuff that I've built up over here. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Hello? Color? I want like an earthy gravel? Kind of like a mucky color? That's a mucky color. Maybe more like a gravel. So maybe this. Yeah, so if I take this and I add this to a couple spots, we can lower it. Yeah, you get this little bit of debris kind of look. I'm gonna shove that back here. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Lower that. Maybe adding one up here is probably a good idea, though. Maybe we'll try to angle you a different direction, though, so it's at least a little different. Yeah, that looks pretty clean. Oh, rocks. I gotta put a rock here. Put the same rock. I don't think I'll ever notice, but I'm just using the same boulder. It's a nice boulder. I want this to come in the scene. Oh, you. Oh, that stinks. Okay, we'll come back to that. So we want the road to come in. I want it to turn, and I'm going to have it end. Tilt it. It's going to be an uneven dirt road. I just need it to sit as flush as I can with the ground. Let's try that. Let's just gap fill it, and I think I can end it. Yeah, that looks like a pretty rough road. That is really rough. Why do you look so bad? Alright, we'll have to live with it, I guess. Right. Let's put the house in next. So I found a mod I downloaded at some point, which gives me a few houses. Let's see what other ones I have. It's a really, really nice little mod. Whoa, why are you... That is a big house. I don't know if this mod is going to give me fat house. What am I saying? Oh, gosh. Alright, for scale, we're going to come grab my fat man. Come here, fat man. Thank you. Always have a handy fat man, just in case you need to get the scale of something. I think the house looks a bit small. But I can't grab you. You're a problem, fat man. Come back. That looks better. I think that's good enough. I think I could sit and tweak this all day, but I don't know if there's a huge point, because I think I'm just going to get stuck anyway. I want to add a bit of a path to the house. Yeah, something kind of like this, actually. This is almost... Yeah, it's almost exactly what I want. Nice. So that is the house. Let's put a... I want like a couple small rocks at the end of the driveway. Something like... where it feels like they put a little stop to it. I wouldn't be using massive boulders for this, honestly, but... I can do whatever I want. Boulders. Nice. Yeah, a little farmhouse at the end of a road. That is quite scenic, I think. I want to have like a bit of field over here, I think. The hard part with doing fields is that I've never done them before. And I guess I just need to go through the basic plants and see what will be good. So I think I'm going to use like this cattail as stalks of wheat. I kind of want to try to do corn, but there's not something that I think looks convincing enough since corn has a very distinctive look. I think I can recolor this and make it look pretty close to like a wheat type kind of plant. So we're gonna just recolor this. I think that looks pretty good so far. Now, gosh, if I gotta place every single one of these by hand, this is gonna take a hot minute. I could take a biome brush. They're all gonna be pretty much the same. I'm trying to think, I could go through and slightly color these a little different. If I want to take one and just, like if I take you on the end, I could just give you a slightly different color. That could be kind of cool, because then it just breaks up the adds a little bit of variability. Let me just grab a different... We'll take you and change like that. That's a little dark, actually. Let's light. All right, so we have... Oh, that was risky. There we go. Now we're planting crops. I want this to feel like it has a bit of variation. There we go. So it's like all around the railroad tracks. That may not be prototypical, but I think that creates a really cool visual. Let's apply changes because it's gonna... Oh yeah, look at that. I think that looks pretty cool. Oh, are they a bit big? I'm looking at them now and I'm like, maybe they're a tad too big. Let's test. Let me grab a locomotive. I just want to use that as a... Oh, I can use you. Even my test the whole time, so... Oh. Nah, never mind. This is good. We'll leave it like that. Want to add fencing? But it's gonna take a little bit. Let's just... I think I have to. I think not doing fencing is just gonna be... There's no way you would have a field next to literal railroad tracks and you wouldn't put something to, like, separate stuff. And I think it's gonna be this fence. I think this is what I used on the other area. I think I'm gonna make it a bit bigger. Where's my dude? Hello, dude. Stay next to this fence. Yeah, so if this is my guy, this is the fence. I want a good size fence. I think this looks... Yeah, good chunky fence. I don't think I do. Actually, maybe you? Maybe? That's... pretty close. I mean, that's kind of what I want. Maybe I don't want reality. No, maybe I like this. Maybe I like this. What am I doing? I'm so indecisive. Let's see if I have a different, like, rusty color for the metal. What's that? Oh, wait, I have that open. Okay. Try that. I think that's pretty good. Let's grab the other fence piece before I forget, because that would be unfortunate to change this color, but not fix your colors. There we go. Nice. So I just got to go through and place down a load of fence. I do not need to film me doing this because, oh dear gosh, if I have to edit 30 minutes of me placing fence, I'm going to lose my mind. So I'll do this and I'll be right back. I put fences down across this whole area, a bit haphazardly, but I feel like that gives it some authenticity. I also added some wheat up here. It's a bit sparse compared to below, but I think that looks just fine. I did prep a biome brush with some trees. This is very similar. These are pretty much some of the same trees I used in the that scene. And what we'll do with the trees is I want to put a loose scattering of them along the hillside, so it's a bit... Yeah, I just want to feel like we're on the edge of a wooded area. I might have to add a few more trees to the biome brush. If this looks a bit too samey, I feel like there's like 3 of the same tree right here. Okay, let's do that. It's like a rich green tree or 2. Maybe we brighten it up a skosh. Right, so we have some rough tree placement. It does look pretty rough. We'll try to tighten these up a skosh. Not an exact science placing trees, but I think this is going to be worth it if I can get this to work just right. Right, I think I fixed a lot of the trees. Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty good for now. It's a bit sparse, and there's no underbrush, which is what I think I need most of. The thing I haven't done, and I can do this now, is I need to blend this in with the rest of the layout. Where this goes off the scene, my plan was to put a bunch of trees here. So rather than having like a tunnel exit for the scene, I want it to be trees. I need to place the trees here for this. It's got to be pretty thick to be convincing. Come here. Thank you. Take that. I want to darken you. Darker underbrush. Looks pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a nice little hill tree line. Break it up with a real bit of bright. Yeah, just like that. Nice. On this end, I think I can maybe use some of these same shrubs and stuff. Shrubs there. Here. Using the one shrub, I can create a... It's a pretty versatile little bush. I'm curious how far I can go with the one shrub. That's pretty decent, actually. Yeah, just fill in the bits. We'll put some shrub dudes around the water. This was going to be pretty unkempt over here. So I think this will make a lot of sense. Going crazy on this with this one dude. I felt like it looks too monotonous, though. I mean, you can kind of tell when I have them, like, super, super isolated. I group it just a little bit. I don't think that you can tell that much. Pick up the color on these a little bit. We're gonna have a bit of green down here. Yeah, it softens it up just a skosh. Yeah, big bat of green there. All right, maybe let's grab another. Let's grab one, at least one more shrub. Let's go greens. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I want. What other kind of greens do I want? Let's do a light green shrub. Yeah, that breaks it up a little bit less monotonous. Although I think this one shrub is the goat of shrubs. Okay, that is a lot of shrubs that have been placed. I think it's filled in the whole area quite nicely. I didn't show every single shrub. I think that's a bit monotonous. But I think it gets the point across. There's little gaps here or there, but I want to leave a couple open spots. The next thing I want to do is finish this road and transition the agricultural industry with the rest of this scene. I've put this in a bit of a precarious position for myself, so this is my fault. It's very sharp. If I try it like this is so rough. But that's okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. Stick that on. Yeah, that looks okay. That's so much better. The only thing I don't have is any kind of cows. Maybe I do a little field. Oh, I can do a field of cows. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'll put some fences down. We'll get a little square. You don't need to see this. This is so... I think I'd fall asleep if I watched like somebody do this. So I'll fix the fences, set up a little dude somehow, and then I'll show you what I've come up with. Fenced off this space here. I added a couple trees and a few shrubs to this area, and then we'll add some little grass details. Now I had this from last time, and these grass tufts were quite good. I think they still look pretty nice. Let's take another biome brush. We'll probably delete you. I don't think I'm going to need that biome brush again. And I can make that one. That one's pretty easy. We'll do details, edit, copy, copy, copy. Because if you're going to have cows, you gotta have some grass all throughout the scenes. Can do a bit around the farm areas. Yeah, that looks pretty good so far, I think. A lot of grass. Might be a bit too much grass. There's a... What's the erase mode? So you can do erase. You can get rid of a bit. I don't mind it as much up there. Yeah, I think that's a better balance. I want it to feel... I guess I want it to feel like it's some of the variation among the grass that's already here. I'm gonna put some in with the wheat down here. Yeah, that breaks that up real. Looks really good, I think. Grass back here on the hills. Let's leave it like that. And add some cows. Yes! You're beautiful. I love you. I love you. You're so amazing. It's amazing. It's perfect. Oh, it's perfect. We got cows. Oh, do I want an escaped cow? Oh, I want an escaped cow. Ooh, where's the escaped cow gonna go? Oh, I gotta have an escaped cow. Oh, I don't know. No, he won't go over here. Escaped cow. Maybe he's gonna hide out in the field. He'll be like here. Yes. Oh my gosh, I love this. Yes, I do have a mod for animals. Oh, I can have bison. Oh, that would be so good. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if there's a good spot to put bison here, but oh, I really want to put a bison. I can do it. I can put a bison. Who cares? You know what? My layout. I get to put a bison on this hill. Yes. Okay, now, are there different deer or something? Because that would be pretty good. Oh, I can have a dog. Oh, yes, they can have a dog. The fat man can have a dog. Yes. Oh, I'm having so much fun. There's horses. There's elk. There's deer. There's a salamander. And a penguin? Rabbit? A frog? Okay. Deer would be good, but there's only male deer. That's annoying. Oh, I don't know if I like it with just male deer. Okay, maybe if someone makes a female deer mod, I'll put more deer. I like the water. It's simple, but I don't really want to over detail this too much. I think this is a really good balance. I like the transition now between both of these areas. It feels a lot more believable. Certainly, I think. Yeah, this looks cool. This is pretty smart. I left this area blank deliberately because it's supposed to be a crossover. I didn't know how I'd theme it. Do I want to theme it like this area or do I want to theme it like this area? I've thought about even putting like a barricade, like one of the dividers here, so it kind of creates the edge of the scene. but I'll figure that out off camera. I think that's fine. Well, to celebrate, I have to run some trains. I have to run a train from my industry to the yard. I have to do it. Hold on, let me set this up. I'll be right back. To celebrate, we're going to run the box cars back to the agricultural industry from the yard. I have the Erie Berkshire. I have the Erie locomotive here still, but I changed it out for a Chesapeake in Ohio. We'll just shake it up a little bit. Let's get this locomotive on the go. Okay, we're gonna pull them out. Oh wait, you lost your caboose. No. There we go. Close call. There's so many good vantage points. I want to make him go quick, but I don't because I want to get some shots. Let me get back here. Oh, here he comes. Let's turn off the UI. With me with my boy over here. Watching trains. Oh, he's got his bell on still. Oops. Oh, it looks so good. Slow him down. Oh. Yeah, we can get this guy crossing the bridge. Can I squeeze along the bridge with him? Oh no! Oh. There you are. Going past the cows. Oh. Oh man. That's such a good feeling. I wish I could run the back line, but yeah, I can't do that yet. There we go. Pull in this train into the siding. Oh, man. There we go. That is the farm Midwest river scene that on the layout. Yeah. Oh, man. This turned out so nice, I think. I don't know. I'm proud of myself. If I missed anything, if there are any big glaring issues that you guys can think of, let me know, and I'd like to try to come back and fix them. I think it's an okay balance of detail and things, but pretty fun. Next up on Rolling Line, we need to finish this yard and get my locomotive service facilities, get some industries. I've postponed this for far too long. I can't really ignore it now that I have all of this layout done. Like from here to here is detailed. This ugly gray bit in the middle, it's really bugging me. After that, we really do need to work on the peninsula and getting the track plan for the, I think this is going to be my mountainous, what should we call it, logging area. And we're going to do a branch line back here for logging. We'll use a lot of the game's official logging, loading, industry stuff. Well, anyway, that's all I've got for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking, subscribing, you know what, all the YouTube stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.